Prisons are home to a diverse array of individuals from various backgrounds, but what happens when members of the Ku Klux Klan, a white supremacist hate group, find themselves behind bars? How do their beliefs and actions intersect with the inmate population? Well, in this video, we'll dive deep into the world of KKK members in prison, exploring their ideologies, interactions, and the consequences they face in this challenging environment. Thomas Jordan Driver. In the stark world of prison walls, there was Thomas Jordan Driver, not as an inmate, but as a prison guard. However, what set him apart was his disturbing affiliation. He was a confirmed member of the Ku Klux Klan. Shockingly, he wasn't alone. Some of his fellow prison guards shared the same affiliation with the KKK. Our story begins with a violent confrontation in a Northeast Florida prison. It all started with a seemingly trivial incident: the loss of an identification badge. This minor rule violation led to a bitter feud between Driver and a black inmate, one that escalated into a brutal struggle. In the chaos, Driver was bitten, a moment that would become a catalyst for a chilling plot. Fueled by anger and a thirst for revenge, Thomas Jordan Driver, alongside his accomplices David Elliott Moran and Charles Thomas Newcomb, hatched a sinister plan. Their intention? To end the life of the inmate responsible for the bite. As they delved deeper into their malevolent scheme, they explored various methods, including the use of insulin-filled syringes and even the possibility of using firearms. However, unbeknownst to them, the FBI had infiltrated their sinister circle with a confidential informant. The informant staged a photograph of a murder scene, and the suspects believed their plan had succeeded. They thought their intended victim had met a gruesome end, but justice had other plans. Driver and Moran, who held positions as corrections officers, were not only stripped of their freedom, but also lost their jobs. As for Charles Thomas Newcomb, already entangled in legal troubles, he joined his co-conspirators behind bars. Tommy Terrence. In the complex tapestry of human existence, there are stories that challenge our notions of transformation and redemption. One such narrative unfolds with Tommy Terrence, a man whose past held him in the grip of extremist beliefs. In the early 1960s, Tommy found himself drawn into the clutches of the Ku Klux Klan, driven by an intense hatred towards blacks, Jews, and communists. He was, for a time, one of the most dangerous men in Mississippi, participating in approximately 30 bombings of synagogues, churches, and homes. However, fate had a different plan for Tommy. In 1968, while attempting to bomb the home of a Jewish businessman, he was caught in a fierce gun battle with law enforcement. Tragically, Tommy's friend lost his life, and Tommy himself sustained multiple gunshot wounds. Against all odds, he survived. Facing a 30-year prison sentence, life behind bars was grueling. Yet, within those harsh confines, a remarkable transformation began. Tommy's time in prison forced him to confront his deeply rooted beliefs and examine the foundations of his hatred. This period of self-reflection, unusual for most KKK inmates, began to shift his perspective. Although he briefly escaped with 2 other inmates, they were soon caught in a gunfight with authorities. Back in prison, Tommy's reading material evolved from extremist propaganda to philosophy and spiritual texts. Prison guards and inmates alike couldn't help but notice the profound change in him. For 7 long years, Tommy was incarcerated. His passion for resentment had been replaced by a fervent yearning for spiritual enlightenment. He became a model prisoner, known for his newfound faith and leadership among the inmates. But the most remarkable chapter of his journey awaited him. After years of bureaucratic hurdles, Tommy finally got a chance to attend a seminar. It was during this time that he was introduced to Eldridge Cleaver, a former member of the Black Panther movement who had also experienced a transformation while in jail. This meeting, marked by initial tension, evolved into a remarkable dinner, where inmates from diverse backgrounds shared their stories, embraced one another, and found common ground in faith. Despite their stark differences in background, they became like a family, bonded by their shared faith. Tommy's story, as well as his book, The Conversion of a Klansman, stands as a testament to the power of redemption and transformation. illustrating that even the most ardent believers in hate can find their way to a path of love and understanding,